Hey guys, this is Derek Young of Mahogany Books. I'm super excited. I'm here today with Marcus Johnson. We're going to be talking a little bit about a great event we have coming up on May 13th. We're doing it here at the awesome location of Jirani Coffeehouse in Manassas, Virginia. So, Marcus, I'm crazy excited to have you. You're an NAACP Image Award-winning jazz musician. You have a great new book out, For the Love Of. We wanted to have you talk about the event that we have coming up. What makes it so unique? What makes it so exciting?
Well, it's a little bit different than most in that we have book, wine, jazz, coffee in Manassas. While I regularly do the Manassas Wine and Jazz Festival, I've been doing that now for, I guess, almost 10 years. We've gone through the iterations of being able to sell wine, not being able to sell wine, and then trying to figure out how to engage this community at other points in the year. So to be able to come to Jirani, bring the wine, have the wine book and music, and of course I'm a train guy. I absolutely love to train. I mean, there's nothing better than that for me, right? So it's like the even driving here, the historic homes, coming out here and being part of this community. I mean, you have entrepreneurs supporting entrepreneurs supporting entrepreneurs. So Jirani and Mahogany supporting Flo and Marcus Johnson and vice versa. So I think that along with the live performance creates a little bit of a different, book, wine, and jazz, as we call it, experience.
Awesome. So the other thing I really love it, and you guys know me, I'm a bookseller by trade. This is my passion. You're a jazz musician, but you're also an author. I mean, that's a great combination, interesting combination. You don't see a lot, but what was the impetus, the inspiration? What really drives you to write this book? I mean, I love the name of it, For the Love Of. So there's a lot of stuff there. I don't want to give a lot of it away, but what really was the driving factor behind that?
Well, as well as being a jazz musician, I'm a professor and teaching actually at Howard this semester at entrepreneurship. And, I've taught at Georgetown, a bunch of other places around the country. But taking my law degree, my MBA, taking my music degree in music success, and Flow as the Flow brand, meaning for the love of wine, for the love of music. We're listening to the Flow Chill CD in the background, which kind of shocked me. I haven't heard it in a little while. And so creating a lifestyle experience. So for me, as I tour and travel, you recognize that you have a platform that you can actually help those people that are, creating your livelihood. And as I started speaking more and doing public speaking, people were like, well, Marcus, you have these concepts, are they written down? Then I started doing TED Talks. And my last TED Talk I just did in Vancouver last month, and it's called Do Things That Make People Say You're Crazy. So I can't challenge other people to do things, that make other people say they're crazy when I'm not doing that on my own. And, my philosophy is anything that I can do, you can do better. So you can have a successful wine brand and do music. And, last night, the big post that I had was that I was happy for putting my daughter's hair in a bun. You know what I mean? I got past braids first before I got to the bun, right? So, the little things or the big things in life, or practicing Bikram yoga. And I often talk to entrepreneurs and just people in general. We did a panel last week with AARP and the SBA, and people are trying to figure out how to live their passion, how to live their purpose, how to determine that. And, there are tips in the book, really, what people are like, what's your book about? It's simple steps to help you gain control or regain control of your life. And not only experiences, but tips at the end of each chapter so you can engage in for the love of excellence, or for the love of forgiveness, or for the love of crying, learning how to get a good cry, not judging yourself for having the emotions, that are affiliated with success, with happiness, with failure, with sorrow, and to be able to be successful, in spite of them, and transcend, the valleys in order to be able to enjoy the view from the peaks. So it's an honor for me to do, and it's my passion. My passion is to use my talent, skills, intellect, knowledge, wisdom to help others unlock their passion.
I mean, I think that's an awesome point, because that's what Mahogany Books does with selling books, and it's all about the literary experience. It's not just about selling books on a shelf. It's about what does that book mean in your life. When you crack open the pages and you start reading it, how does it impact you? How does it make you a better person? But also doing it in a setting like Jirani Coffeehouse, that really kind of brings it all together as full circle, and you really understand, that readers, we're a community we're a community amongst ourselves.
Yeah.
We love being engaged, love reaching out and talking to the author. So I think, my last question is what really what I want to get at is what can people expect? Because I'm excited. I know when we was talking to the owners of Jirani Coffeehouse to do the event, they were ecstatic.
Yeah.
So what can people expect on May 13th, 2017, Manassas, Virginia, Jirani Coffeehouse? What can people expect for this type of event?
We'll have what we call Book Wine and Jazz, and really it's a conversation with Marcus Johnson, which is a music infused book signing. So I play a little bit, I read a little bit, you can sip on wine, you'll have the music experience, ask me questions, engage me so that I can re-engage you to re-engage me, because that's really what community is about. Making sure that you have that loving relationship, that you pass on evaluated, experiences, which is wisdom, right? So, but a lot of good music. I don't know if I'm probably playing with my tracks, but I took my band in the studio, so it's like it feels like my band. And before you know it, we've been doing bookstores around the country, and it's like before you know it, 2 hours are gone.
Right.
And so I hope to have you engaged with us, just exploring, different points of life and legacy. I've been reading lately, and I was reading some Stephen Covey, or listening to Stephen Covey on the way up here, and talked about the 4 key points of life, and what we want out of it. And it's to live, to love, to learn, and to leave a legacy. So I hope we touch on each one of those points, working together we already have, and working with you all coming in to see us on the 13th, that we can help you find your flow of living, loving, learning, and legacy. Yeah.
Fantastic, guys. So we're going to wrap up. Had a great conversation. Love talking with you. I'm excited for May 13th. Again, we're going to be here at Jirani Coffeehouse in Manassas, Virginia. You can purchase tickets on at bit.ly /books and jazz. With your tickets come a personalized book from Marcus Johnson. You get the jazz experience. You get the book. We're going to have great hors d'oeuvres, dessert here. You can be sipping on some wine. It's going to be a great time. Bring out your mom. It's the day before Mother's Day. So bring out your mom, your wife. Kick off Mother's Day weekend. We look forward to having you guys here. Awesome.